Texas League Baseball is next. And we welcome you into our live broadcast. And now the star of the show, Jonathan Baker. Oh, good morning, Bob, and welcome in, one and all, a happy morning as we get set for the second game for our 6-game set between the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks and your San Antonio Missions. Well, gotta say, it is Children Awareness Day here at the ballpark as we have all of the schools around the San Antonio area coming to watch the grand old game of baseball. Just absolutely love this game. It is fun to commentate, and so far Bob and I, we've been enjoying this for the last 3 years, even though I've been doing this for already 4 years, which I still love and still admire to this day. Series continues tomorrow evening at 7:05, our first pitch, Taco Bell Value Night, as the Missions, wearing the Flying Chanclas de San Antonio jerseys, and even Friday night as well. Saturday, our two teams continue the series for a Saturday night game. And don't forget, after the game, best fireworking show in town, courtesy of West Creek Trail Rides. Go to www.westcreektrailrides.com. Schedule your appointment today for horseback riding for only $50. And we'll say you won't regret having fun on horseback, because I've been 14 times riding on a horse, and so far it'll be my 15th real soon. Don't forget, our second season of Horseback Riding Adventures will be in production and scheduled for a fall release. And, yep, gotta say it's gonna be pretty good. Yeah, awesome show, as the first 18 episodes are now available here on YouTube. So if you want to come on by and watch the show on a weekdays, or even when the kids are off from school and they have their summer vacation, it's going to be really fun. Now, I sure hope so, Bob. And don't forget, we will have our 21st through the 26th, as San Antonio will be up in Wichita to take on the Wind Surge for that 6-game set. So if you want to come on by and watch some episodes of Horseback Riding Adventures, please come on by. That is the 21st through the 26th only. Tickets go on sale here at the box office. So if you would love to come out and enjoy some horseback riding, or if you're in the mood to go horseback riding, visit westcreektrailrides.com and get your reservation for the anytime you want, and pretty much you are good to go. Well, gotta say, Bob, 4-2 yesterday as Corpus Christi winning the first game of our 6-game set. And so far, San Antonio trying to get in and win one in this series, and hopefully try to catch up to Midland, as Midland is 22-12. San Antonio, 2.5 games against Midland. They trail the 2 wins, and they're in second place, and not far behind is the Rough Riders. They're in third place. Fourth place is Amarillo. Corpus Christi down in last place here in the South Division. Springfield in first place. Arkansas in second. Northwest Arkansas in third. Wichita and Tulsa down in fourth and fifth place positions. there in the North Division. And I gotta say, it is getting pretty interesting as everybody is fighting for that first place division spot. And so far, we're not even through the first half of the season yet. We still have May, June, and July to deal with. And so far, our first half will end after, trying to think here, it's July something, but we'll keep you up to date on that as well. Well, anyway, we got all the schools out here today. We got morning baseball, and we got clouds and sun combined to do this day in, as we have all schools and everybody coming in for the attendance. And yeah, we got a lot of school buses out there, and so far we got Judson ISD and San Antonio ISD, and everybody coming in for this morning's ball game here today. It is 10:47 as we speak, as we get things going. And so far, Bob and I are doing our little pregame show this morning. I know if you had your breakfast this morning, that's really good as well, to get your breakfast in and get things going here as we speak in this one. Well, I got to say, John, absolutely right about that as we get this day started. And a lot of fun activities through this homestand. And got to say, we just can't wait for tomorrow night when we have our Flying Chanclas taking on Corpus Christi. And Friday night as well. Well, Bob, are you really concerned about the weather for a tomorrow night ball game? Well, I gotta say, John, it looked like there is severe weather expected Thursday. But anyway, we could get rained out for that game, but we'll see what happens in that one. Yes, I do. Likewise, Bob, I will say. But anyway, we're about ready to go this morning as everybody is getting settled in their seats. A lot of kids, a lot of people coming in this ball game here today as we get set for this one here this morning. And super excited that you guys and everybody joining in from all the school organizations, all the ISDs, the independent school districts, and so far everybody, come on in if you are joining us here live in the broadcast as we have Children Awareness Day here today. And so far, we are just about ready to go for our first inning of play here against Corpus Christi. And so far, winning the first of the 6 games was the Hooks. And the final of yesterday, on Tuesday, May 14th, it was a final 4-2 as Corpus Christi winning their 11th of the season. San Antonio in second place, 20-12. Corpus Christi, 11-22. And I will say they need something going here today. And San Antonio, if they can win one, they'll chip the deficit against Midland, as they will only be a game and a half back against the Rockhounds. And so far, that's what they need. They need a little bit more hope. And so far, we'll see what happens here today. Well, our umpiring crew is coming now, our teams as well. And so far, we are super excited to bring you here in this morning's game, the second of the 6 games yet on a Wednesday. And we're just super glad that you guys are coming out to this ball game. And we're taking you down to the field on a beautiful Wednesday morning. Just a lot of clouds, and just glad that you guys could come out and be a part of this awesome game. And we're just moments away from coming in here this one. Our first pitch coming up right after our first break, presented by West Creek Trail Rides. Well, Lake Bacher, a right-hander, getting a call here for San Antonio as 95-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball coming in as that's his pitch right there. Jesus Bastidas coming in for Corpus Christi. And 3 magic words, we're about ready to go. Let's have fun, let's play ball. And that one is high and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. As we are underway at 11:15. Boy, pretty good on this one. The 1-0. Right there and inside, that's a strike. And the count now 1-1. Joined in the booth by my partner, Bob. Good morning. Good morning, John. How are you? Doing good. Happy Wednesday to everybody. A happy Wednesday to you, too. Yep, right there. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Get him down on strikes, and that is out number 1. Well, the second batter up, Jordan Brewer. Coming in now for Corpus Christi as he bunts his way, but that will go foul behind the backstop. And the count now 0-1. Well, I got to go back and do that one again, right, Bob? Yeah, I got to say, John, he does indeed. That one fouled in the way. The count now 0-2. Well, a lot of kids here today, a lot of schools and districts. We welcome you all to the ball game. 0-2. That one is popped foul, and that's going to go behind the foul off thing right behind you. So far, a little girl up there in the left, you can see her right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right there, 1 ball and 2 strikes to count now. One and 2. And that is chopped foul. The count still holds at 1-2 in the count. Mixed clouds and sun, 60% of all clouds today. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Right fielder De La Cruz coming in to make the play as that is out number 2. Brian Arias, the third to hit for Corpus Christi. And the pitch. Right there and in at the count now 0-1. So far, let's give you ball clubs. Midland at Springfield, Corpus Christi at San Antonio, Frisco at Amarillo, Northwest Arkansas at Arkansas, Wichita at Tulsa. Even though that some of the ball clubs will start later this evening. And the count right there, that is the line drive up the left, and that will be a base knock. The hooks are getting in already, a hit. And that'll bring up the next batter, Justin Durden. Durden coming in, and he'll take one right there and inside, and that's a strike. The count now 0-1. And that one inside for a count now 0-2. Boy, they're doing pretty good at trying to get that guy struck out and stuff. Yeah, gotta say, Bob, absolutely right. The 0-2. Down and in, that's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner at first. 2 away, top of the first inning for Corpus Christi. That one fouled away, and the count still remains at 1-2. Here's a pitch. And that one high in the air. Howell in pursuit makes the play. And that will end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, one left. And we go to the bottom of the first on this Wednesday morning. And it is no score through the top half. And we're back for more when we come back. As we exit the top of the first inning, it's no score as San Antonio coming to bat right after this. Got ready for the bottom of the first right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, about ready for the bottom of the first, and on the hill for Corpus Christi is Jairo Solis as he gets ready to start this one here today.
Leading off for the Mission, the left fielder.
Left fielder is Corey Howell as we get ready for the bottom of the first inning for the Missions. And that's going to be hit right to short. And they'll get him by a step as they call him out right there. And that'll bring up Michael De La Cruz. De La Cruz coming in, first appearance here in this series. That one outside, 1 ball, no strikes. And a pitch. That one again at 2 balls, no strikes. And a pitch. And that's going to be right there. High fly in the air up to center. And that is out number 2. Unlike what we saw yesterday, boy, the Missions were flying out left and right. And top of the 9th inning, I will say, 2 runs in the score for Corpus Christi. Yeah, I know, Bob. It's kind of upsetting that you try your level best to get in, and they just keep holding you down on that one. Well, that ends the first inning of the day. No runs, no hits, no errors for San Antonio. As we head for the second inning coming up, it is no score through 1. So Kennedy Corona will stride up for Corpus Christi to lead off the second. And it is no score through 1. About ready for the top of the second right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Kennedy Corona's drying up now for Corpus Christi. As he'll take that one outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Boy, getting a lot of cloud cover, sun and clouds mixed today. Temperature will climb up to 93 degrees here today. 2 balls, no strikes to pitch. Right there, swing and a miss. And that is the count now, 2-1. Two and one to pitch. High fly in the air. Ditter in short will make the grab, and that is out number 1.
That is it. The designated hitter, Jacob Melton.
Well, that'll bring up Jacob Melton as he comes in and he's ready to go. And the pitch. That one right there up top in the corner, and that's a strike, 0-1. Nothing and 1. And that changeup is outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. And the pitch. High fly in the air, and that is foul. Boy, that will hit the top of the dugout. And the count now 1-2. And the pitch. And that one's going to be high fly in the air. De La Cruz is shy of the foul line, and that is out number 2. The number 7 hitter is Tyler Whitaker. As he strides up now and ready to go. The pitch, that one is a ball in the count now, 1-0. Well, Bacher is not in favor of that pitch right there, and home plate umpire says, well, that call cannot be reversed. So don't even attempt to argue that call, or else you'd be getting a big fat "you're out of here, go into the dugout" type look. And that's going to be right there to Dunn. Flip right to first, and that's the half inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors for Corpus Christi, as we're due up at 4, 5, and 6, and the bottom of 2. When we come back, it's no score through 2.5. Yeah, John, your mic is on. Yeah, like it was yesterday. Thank you for telling me, Bob. Well, we're just about ready to go back on, and we're about ready for the bottom of the second right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, thank you, Bob. We welcome y'all on back to the game here this morning. Bottom of the second as first baseman Marcos Castellon coming in for San Antonio as he takes the ball outside. The count now 1-0. So Pretty good right there. Is that one hit high fly in the air up to right. And that's a weak fly out, as that is one up, one down. Well, not a good start to this half inning when you fly out and you can't even hit that ball as hard as you can. Boy, that's just weak contact right there. I will say, Bob, absolutely right about that. Right there, 1 ball, no strikes to the third baseman, Graham Polly. And that is gloved to first. And boy, 2 away in this ball game. Look, Kai Murphy coming in as he strides in. So 2 up, 2 down. That one down and in. It's 1 ball, no strikes. And that's going to be high fly in the air up to center. And that will do for this half inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. As we head for the third inning now. And it's no score through 2. So Tommy Sacco Jr. striding up for the top of the third inning for Corpus Christi. When we come back, it's no score through 2. About ready for the third inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Tommy Sacco Jr. coming in as we begin the third here. As that is popped foul. The count now 0-1. Well, I gotta say, almost noon here today. A lot of people come out, and if you're watching us here at lunchtime, that's a good thing too. No balls to 2 strikes to count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Get him down on strikes. And there's a strikeout to Bacher. And that's going to bring in C.J. Stubbs. Stubbs coming in. And that's pitched down and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Boy, San Antonio needs this win here today to chip a 2.5 lead against Midland. Here's the 1-0. Right there, swing and a miss. Boy, chasing out of his shoes. And the count now 1-1. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss again. Right there, strike 2. Holy mackerel. Boy, this guy is chasing, and he's probably chasing a butterfly to try and hit it. And that one hit right there to Dunn. To Castillon at first. It gets 2. So 2 up, 2 down. And that'll bring up Jesus Bastidas. Here's pitch. Down and in, and that's count now 0-1. 2 away, nobody on. Top of the third inning for Corpus Christi. And right there in the end, that's a strike. And the count now 0-2. I went 2 delivery. Chopped foul, and he'll see another. Oh, 2. That one high fly and foul. Just keep fouling them off and most likely get one to hit out of reach. The 0-2. And that's going to be right there. Line drive up the left center. That's a base knock. Well, I tell you one thing, John. He came prepared on that one. Man, sure did. Well, Jordan Brewer coming in. As he takes one right there and inside. That's a ball. The count now 1-0. Runner at first, 2 away. Top of the third inning for Corpus Christi. In the pitch. That one high flying in the air. Pauly at third base will make the play, and that will do for this half inning. Well, no runs on a hit, no errors, and one left. We head for the bottom of 3, as we're 3.5 with no scores here in this one. Well, Lucas Dunn will come and lead us bottom of 3. When we come back, it's no score through 3.5. About ready for the bottom of the third, right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Lucas Dunn, the second baseman, coming in. And a pitch. And that's a line drive up the right. That's a base knock. Finally, something getting brewing up here. Shortstop, Ray, Patrick, Gitter. Down and in, 1 ball, no strikes. Boy, now is a time that San Antonio needs to whack in too to get this team off to a good start today. I know it, Bob. And that's going to be right there to second for 1. They get them both. Oh, darn. That is just a toothpick through the foot. Ouch. Yeah, that's one thing you don't want to even do when you try to get out there on the base paths. And that one is high in the air, up and left. And that is out number 3. So that inning comes quick and no runs on a hit, no errors, nobody on base after that. And we played 3 innings and still no score through 3. About ready for the 4th inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Brian Arias coming in for Corpus Christi as he takes one right there in the inside corner. That's a strike, 0-1. The pitch. That one high in the air, and that will go out of play fat. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Get him down. And that is 1 away. Yeah, that'll bring up the next batter, Justin Durden. The pitch. Right there and in. That's a strike, and the count now 0-1. 0-1. Right there, line drive up the right field. That's a base knock.
Now right fielder, Kennedy Corona.
And that'll bring up the next batter up, Kennedy Corona. Pitch. Right there outside. The count now 1-0. Pop out in the second, 0 for 1 today for the 5th batter for the Hooks here. The 1-0. High in the air. In left field is Howell as he makes the grab for 2 away. Runner midway through first and second retreats back to the plate at first.
Designated hitter, Jacob Melton.
That'll bring up Jacob Melton. 0 for 1 of the day. Pitch here, and that one fouled off. And the count now 0-1. 0-1. High in the air up the center. Mears gets there, and that will do it. No runs on a hit. No errors, 1 left. As we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, it's 4.5 and no score. And Corey Howell will lead us off. When we come back in the bottom of the fourth, it is no score through 4.5. About ready to go for the bottom of the fourth inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Corey Howell leads us off. We get things started here. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get down extra bases. Going to first, going to second, and he's going to stop at 2. And finally, something brewing here in South Texas. Howell gets that double, and that means everybody in attendance today will get a coupon for a double meat cheeseburger courtesy of our friends there at Whataburger. Cleanup batter Michael De La Cruz coming in 0 for 1 fly out in the first. Well, a lot of clouds this afternoon. Partly cloudy. Clouds will increase by evening. And that's going to be high flying in the air. And that'll be a tag up, as that'll be a fly out to right. Runner from second will move up to third, 90 feet. And getting in the game's first run. Joshua Mears 0 for 1, a ground out. And the pitch. And that's going to be high flying in the air. Looking back, and here's the run coming in. And San Antonio strikes first. And it's a 1-0 early lead here in the bottom of the fourth. First baseman is Marcos Castellon, as he swings and misses. And the count now is 0-1. And that's going to be high in the air, up and left. And that'll do her. Well, 1 run in to score on a couple of base hits. No errors, nobody left. We played 4, San Antonio up 1-0. We're back after this as Tyler Whitaker will start up the 5th inning. Here for Corpus Christi, it's 1-0 Missions. About ready for the top of the 5th, right in here on the Missions Baseball Network. Now Tyler Whitaker set this lead off the 5th inning here. Corpus Christi, 7, 8, 9 due up in this half inning. Takes a strike, and it's the count now 0-1. Bacher going strong as he's now 53 pitches through his first 5 innings here today. As he takes a strike in the count now 0-2. Oh, 2. Right there, strike 3. Struck him out looking. Shortstop is Tommy Sacco Jr. Pitch to him, and that one is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0. Right there and in, and the count now is 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Right there and in, that's a strike, and the count now 1-2. And that is chopped foul. And he'll see another. One and 2. Swing and a miss, and boy, he went chasing after that one. And that's 2 away. Well, the catcher is C.J. Stubbs, 0 for 1, ground out in the 3rd. He takes one right there and in for a strike, and that's the count now 0-1. Well, no balls, 1 strike the count. In the pitch. That one right there, and the count now 1-1. Here's the pitch. And right there, strike 2. One and 2. Down in the end of the count now is even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. Looking in is Bacher. Here's the pitch. And that one is right there to Castellon. He steps on the bag himself, and that's an unassisted play to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody on base. 5.5. It's a San Antonio lead, 1-0. Graham Polly, the hot corner third baseman, leads it off for the bottom of the fifth for San Antonio as we get set for almost half this game in the books. So 1-0 Missions as we head for the bottom of the fifth when we come back. We're back in the bottom of the fifth, right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, bottom of the fifth, Graham Polly comes in, takes one high and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. That one outside, 2 balls, no strikes. And right there, that will go foul. And the count now 2-1. Here's the 2-1. And that one right there is the count now 2-2. That one high in the air, up the center. And that is out number 1.
Now back, the designated hitter, Murphy.
Designated hitter Kai Murphy coming in. And that one hit high in the air, up to right. And that's a pop out.
Now back, the second baseman,
Well, second baseman Lucas Dunn coming in and about ready to go for the Missions. And that one's going to be line drive, and that's going to be up the left, and that's going to be out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors as we end 5 here this afternoon. It's a San Antonio lead, 1-0. And we're back here with Texas League Baseball as we're top of the 6th as Jesus Bastidas comes in to lead us off. We're back for more after this. About ready to go for the 6th inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, here is Jesus Bastidas as he comes in ready to go here in this one. That one, a line drive. That's a base knock.
Now, the 17th, Jordan.
Boy, he just comes out of his hidey hole and just gets that tying run up there at first. I know it, Bob, and so far, Bacher being strong today. And that's going to be fouled off. The count now 0-1. 0 for 2, fly out and a pop out. Runner at first after that RBI base hit. And that's going to be hit to Polly. To second for 1. Relay to get him. And that is 2. Taco Bell 5-4-3. And I guess that's the second Taco Bell here today. And everybody in attendance today gets a coupon of 2 crispy tacos, courtesy of our friends there at Taco Bell. Ryan Arias coming in. And that's going to be a base knock.
The left fielder, number 22, Justin Durden.
That'll bring up Justin Durden as he comes in. As he hits that one high fly in the air and foul. And the count now 0-1. In the 0-1. Down and in, and that's a strike. And the count now is 0-2. The 0-2. That one hit high fly in the air, foul. No 2. Right there, strike 3. So no runs on a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left as we head for the bottom of the 6th inning. And it's still a 1-0 game for San Antonio. So back for more as shortstop Ray Patrick Ditter will lead us off the bottom of the 6th inning. And it's a 1-0 San Antonio lead. Back for more after our proud sponsors of Dr. Pepper. About ready for the bottom of the sixth inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Ray Patrick Ditter, the shortstop coming in for the Missions here this afternoon. And that one is well crushed, high in the air. And that one is gone, a home run. Boy, and Corpus Christi tries to steal that home run, but they couldn't do that. And it's a 2-0 ball game. Ray Patrick Ditter rounds the bases, headed into the dugout. And boy, that was a pretty good one right there. Brandon Valenzuela, the catcher, comes in and takes a cold strike in the count now, 0-1. Boy, a lot of clouds here today. As that one taken well and inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one hit high in the air, up to right field. And that one is flied out to right, and that is out number 1. So Corey Howell, 1 for 2, a run in the score. And that one hit the third, flipped to first, and that's out number 2.
The right fielder, Michael De La Cruz.
Well, Michael De La Cruz coming in. He's 0 for 2. And a pitch. And that one's going to be hit high in the air. And he'll hit the wall catching that one. And that will do. Well, Ray Patrick Ditter gets a solo shot. And it'll extend the lead to 2. So 2-0 as we end 6 here this afternoon. Kennedy Corona will lead off the 7th inning. When we come back, it's 2-0 San Antonio. About ready for the top of the seventh right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Oh, Kennedy Corona coming in as we get set for the seventh inning for Corpus Christi. And that one is inside for a strike, and the count now 0-1. Well, Lake Bacher going really good already at 74 pitches through his first 7 innings, and it's going at him strong and strong-willed today as he tries to face the batters one at a time on strikeouts. 0-2. And that is going to be popped foul, and the count now still remains at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Get him down. Get him down on strikes. And that'll bring up Jacob Melton. As he'll take one inside, and count now is 0-1. And the pitch. That's right there and fouled away. And the count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. Right there, strike 3. And there's 2 down. Tyler Whitaker coming in as he takes one down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0. And that one hit the right field. That's a base knock. Now 2-out single continues this half inning. As that'll bring up Tommy Sacco Jr. And he went around it, and home plate umpire says he did. That's for a strike. We're going to say he ain't in favor of that favorable pitch right there on the pitch recognition. No, he's not, Bob. And right there, he swings and misses, and that is the count now 0-2. We'll see if he can get one more, and that will probably be the rest of his day right there, for sure. And that one right there, the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 2 away, and that will be chopped foul. And the count now still remains 1-2 to Sacco Jr. It's a 1-2. Down and in, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2. High fly in the air. And that will go foul. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. And that is foul again. Two and 2. And that is foul. One more time. And right there, and that is foul. And yep, we're going to have a pitching matchup now as The manager's coming out, and that's going to do for the starter today. Omar Cruz will be joining in. As he's ready to go to take Lake Bakker's spot. And he'll try to hold this lead. So Omar Cruz coming in. As he'll try to get the last strikeout of this half inning. The pitch. Right there, and boy, come out of the bullpen. As that will do for this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. And nobody left on base. We played 7.5. And it is a 2-0 San Antonio lead. About ready for the bottom of the 7th inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Now Jacob Galabio coming in as he will start the bottom of the stretch inning on the hill for Corpus Christi.
Leading up for San Antonio, the center fielder.
Well, center fielder is Joshua Mears as he's coming in. Is ready to go. The pitch to him, and that's going to be hit to third. And they'll flip it right to first, and that is a quick out, number 1.
First baseman, Marcos Castañon.
Oh, that'll bring up Marcos Castellon. 0 for 2 and 2 flyouts. Boy, if San Antonio can hold 2 runs against Corpus Christi, that would be huge. That one hit high fly up in the air, up to left field. Boy, that is out number 2 on that one. Now Graham Pauly coming in as he strides in. And a pitch. That one high and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Roberts and Derek West are out. A lefty and a righty warming up in the Hooks bullpen. And that's going to be line drive up the center, and that will do for this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. As we go up to the 8th inning now, it's 2-0 San Antonio over Corpus Christi. Now head for the top of the eighth right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, CJ Stubbs leads it off as a new arm. Cruz getting out. And the pitch. That one's going to be high flying in the air. Mears in pursuit. Makes the running grab, and that is out number one. Yeah, that'll bring in Jesus Bastidas. And the pitch. That one right there and in, and that's a strike. And the count now, 0-1. 2 for 3 today. Bastidas doing a pretty good job trying to get in, and boy, he went around on that one. And that's the count now, 0-2. San Antonio 2-0 here in this ball game on what is the best day ever for all kids to come out to the ball game from their schools. And right there, strike three. Boy, turn them upside down on that one. And that is out number two. Well, Jordan Brewer coming in now. And a pitch. That one right there, 1 ball and no strikes. 10,893. Boy, pretty good for a school kids to be out and have a good time in that one. And right there and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a 1-1. And that's going to be line drive up the left, and that's a base knock. Boy, tying run. Trying to get on base now as so far San Antonio needs to get 1 more out and continue to get a lot of more runs to keep ahead of Corpus Christi. No balls, 1 strike to Brian Arias. Here's the pitch. And right there, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. Fouled off, and he'll see another. No balls, 2 strikes to pitch. Right there, strike 3, and they get them down. So nothing doing here in the half of the 8th inning. And so far, we're on now to the bottom of inning number 8. San Antonio up ahead by 2. Now, Kai Murphy will lead us off in the bottom of the 8th. When we come back, it's 2-0 Missions. We now head for the bottom of the eighth right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Kai Murphy will lead us off. Bottom of eight. 6, 7, 8 due up here in this half inning. As he takes a ball outside, the count now 1-0. Game almost over on the Children Awareness Day. And the pitch. And that one's going to be lifted high in the air up to right. And that is out number 1.
The batter, the second baseman, Lucas.
Well, the second baseman, Lucas Dunn, is 1 for 2. Single in the third. And going pretty good here this afternoon. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get down extra bases. And he's got a double. Boy, pretty good right there as the third run for San Antonio is in scoring position there now. Shortstop Ray Patrick Ditter coming in as he swings and misses. And the count now 0-1. 1 for 2 solo home run in the sixth. Corpus Christi will have the top of the ninth inning. So they're 3 outs from securing that one. It'll be line drive, and that's going to be a tag up. Runner going from second to third, and he is there safely. As the run is 90 feet away. And all you need is a base knock to get him home. Catcher is Brandon Valenzuela. And there you go. Wish granted. There's that base knock. And San Antonio's got an RBI double by Brandon Valenzuela. And now the leadoff batter, Corey Howell. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And that one's going to get down, and that's a home run. Boy, Corey Howell gets a 2-run shot. And it makes it a 5-0 lead. Boy, and that's a real dinger right there. Well, I bet the little kids are smiling about that big fastball. And yep, it hit the scoreboard out there. And so far, Derek West coming in for Corpus Christi in relief. And a pitch. That one is popped up right there at first. And that'll do her. Well, Corey Howell will get a 2-run shot, courtesy of this 2-run home run. One by Howell, and I'd say pretty good.
The left fielder, Justin.
Well, left fielder is Justin Durden as we set the top of the ninth inning. Corpus Christi down to their final 3 outs, and that's going to be right there. High fly, and that will be near the warm-up stage as Durden gets flied out up in foul grounds for out number 1. That'll bring in Kennedy Corona as he strides in. And that's taken in for a strike at the count now 0-1. 2 outs remain, and it could be a 5-0 victory in this game for San Antonio. And the 0-1. That one high in the air up the left. Howell makes the grab, and That is out number 2. They're an out away from winning this one. And I bring up Jacob Melton. He's 0 for 3, a strikeout in the 7th. That's a swing and a miss. The count now 0-1. The 0-1. And right there, that's a ball. The count now 1-1. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be right there. Line drive back up the middle. That's a base knock. And that'll bring up Tyler Whitaker. Pitch. And that's going to be right there. Castillon will get it, and that will do it. Omissions will get that win back. 5-0 shutouts. As it'll be a 5-0 victory. I'm going to kill that fly. I got a fly buzzing around in here. Get me a fly swatter and I'll deal with him.
Our final line first for the victorious mission. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors, and they left no runners on base. For the Hooks, no runs, 8 hits, no errors, they left 7 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 55 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.